All right, so now that we're getting into the rhythm and the flow of putting this edit together, we're going to continue placing the clips in order of where they fit best. We're going to pay attention to the music and the beat of the music. So we cut our clips on the beat. And once we have all of these clips laid down, we're going to go back over them to fine tune them and to adjust them so that we're getting the best part of each clip shown for our video. Okay, I back over them to clip 13 here, so I'm going to push C on my keyboard and cut that beginning part, drag it over to show up next in our sequence. Okay, just after the voiceover says and, I will begin clip 13.
And many restored heritage buildings give it the look and feel of...
Okay, so we will end this clip when the voiceover says feel. And because the prior clip in this sequence, clip 10, the camera move is going from right to left, I want to change up the camera direction in clip 13. Currently, it is also going from right to left. Let's right click on this clip. We'll go into speed duration and we are going to reverse speed. With that checked, we'll push OK. Now the clip is going to play from end to beginning instead of beginning to end. So I'll just show you that.
And many restored heritage buildings give it the look and feel of...
Great, we will continue on. We will grab clip 46 and move that over. I will trim that clip and drag it over. Okay, we'll end the clip there. Grab my slip tool and move this clip over just a bit. We'll push V to choose our select tool. Now in this edit, we will introduce the host. And remember, we have 4 audio tracks underneath the shot of the host. So we're going to move these 2 tracks of music down. We'll drag them down once. Let's just move the audio up here and we will right click on the audio tracks and add a track. Now, because I'm going to be using the A command a lot to highlight a bunch of clips at once and move them over, I don't want to accidentally try to move over a bunch of clips using the A command and drag the music by mistake. I'm going to push Command Z to undo that. So let's zoom out on our timeline. As you can see, currently this music is on tracks 5 and 6, and we don't have any other audio on that track. So I'm going to actually lock those 2 tracks. That way, if I push A and I move everything over, push Command Z to undo that, it will not affect the locked tracks. Okay, so I'll push V to choose the select tool. I'll zoom back in here and I will bring over the first dialogue clip, which is here. So we will drag that with the audio over to our edit. We will bring the cursor to our edit, zoom back in on the timeline, and we're going to have the voice of the host heard while clip 46 is still playing. So we're going to actually move this over a little bit. We'll leave a few seconds of space in between the voiceover and the host dialogue. You can see with the waveforms here that we need to move this clip over a little bit. Another way to do that, besides dragging it on the timeline, is to hold down Command, and with Command held down on your keyboard, push the right arrow key, and that will nudge the highlighted clip over. When the host mentions people come for a visit and end up buying a home, we will put a shot that features some homes. So let's go back to our footage here. Let's go to clip 47. We will have these 2 white houses on the edge of frame. That's how we will end the clip. So I've just dragged the clip down in size. We'll drag clip 47 over the dialogue, bring the cursor there and move this over. And I like the clip starting at this point where you see Kokanee Mountain and you also see rooftops of houses. So I will drag that clip down. Now drag it to the left so it's right beside clip 46. Okay, we will bring that clip down in size. We will let the host be seen on camera from here to here. When the dialogue says, let's explore this hidden gem, which you can tell is right here. In the dialogue, there's a pause for a second or so, and then, so at that part, we'll bring the cursor back there. That's where we're going to show another clip. And we are also going to transition the current music that's being played into a more upbeat song. So as this video is viewed, when it is all complete, it will feel like a natural transition. You'll see what I mean as we go. We'll bring clip 13 over, zoom back in, and we will have this clip start. So I'm going to just drag the clip down where the sun flare here kicks in. We'll just drag that over the dialogue. Okay, so we will cut that clip there. Let's open up our music folder in our project panel, and we will bring down the clip that is called 20354828_acoustic-uplifting. We'll drag that down onto audio tracks 3 and 4 for now. Let's move this audio up, and we're going to right click in these audio tracks and click on add tracks. We'll push 0 for the add video tracks, and for add audio tracks, we'll push 2. Okay, so 2 more audio tracks have been created. We'll highlight the new music and drag it down to tracks 7 and 8. We'll now move it over, just zoom in here, so it starts to begin right where the next B-roll clip shows. I'm going to bring the cursor right up to the beginning of that track, and I'm going to hold down Command-Shift-D. On my keyboard, that has created audio fades here. I'm going to unlock tracks 5 and 6. I'll push C on the keyboard and cut the remainder of the first audio track, highlight and delete. Let's go over to the left here and click on A1 and A6. So all 6 of these audio tracks are in blue. With our cursor at the end of all of these audio tracks, I'm going to again push Command-Shift-D, and we've created fades over all parts of the audio. I'm going to just drag those fades so that they're smaller. The 2 music tracks will actually leave the fades longer. We're going to drag them out more, all the way to where this next music track begins. And we're going to drag the fades on audio tracks 7 and 8 all the way to where this music track ends. So I'm going to zoom out on the timeline. Let's just have a listen to that.
Let's go explore this beautiful hidden gem.
Okay, so that transitions nicely, but of course we have to bring down the new music in volume. So I'll drag audio track 7 out, zoom in a bit more, push P, and we will put a point there in the music, so where the dialogue ends above, and a pen point here, and we'll just drag that all the way to 0. Push V on this first highlighted music track on track A7. We'll push copy. We'll now highlight audio track 8 and push paste attributes, and the audio attributes volume, channel volume, and panner will be pasted, so push OK. We'll move A7 up, bring A7 down, and as you can see, they were pasted. So now let's have a listen again.
Best local beer you're ever gonna try. Let's go explore this beautiful hidden gem.
Okay, I'm going to drag this down, and as we zoom in and look at the dialogue, I don't want the pause in dialogue to be that long. There's a second or 2 of a pause right now, so I'm going to push C on the keyboard and cut A1, A2, A3, A4, and clip 12 right before the waveform shows the dialogue picking up again. Next, I'm going to highlight that part of clip 12 and bring it over much closer to where the dialogue here ends, and you can see in the waveform that it ends there. So let's have a listen again.
Best local beer you're ever gonna try. Let's go explore this beautiful hidden gem.
With that still highlighted, push Command, and we'll push the right arrow on our keyboard to move it over 4 spots, and we'll drag that back out. Let's have a listen again.
We're gonna try. Let's go explore this beautiful hidden gem.
Okay, we need to move the audio track up. The music's still a little loud, so let's grab this point on track A8 and we'll move it over more to where this point is here. So let's push copy, and we will paste the attributes on track A7. Yep. There we go, and have a listen again.
Let's go explore this beautiful hidden gem.
Okay, that works for now. We can make final adjustments later on. Let's drag audio track 8 up, and we'll drag all of the audio down. Now we're actually going to lock tracks A8, A7, A6, and A5 so they don't move around. And we will continue working on this edit with the more upbeat music in the next lesson.